One.
All right, it is Friday night. We're at the Black Dog, and we have brand new characters for a brand new game that's certain to go just swimmingly. All right, your characters are part of a Marine Raider Recon team. So, your characters have been reassigned. You do not know each other. And we will get to that in just a moment. But let's go around and ask some specific questions. Kevin, let's talk about your Marine Sergeant.
Okay. Oh, you mean now?
Yes.
Okay. My Marine is Sergeant Xavier Cortez from Miami, Florida. He is of Cuban. He is a Cuban American, first generation. His parents came from Cuba. Eager to assimilate as much as possible. He does not have the double last name that is traditional for Latinos, and does not know Spanish. His father runs a bodega, mother runs a dry cleaning business, and he went into the Marines to have some kind of future.
I mean, your dad's got a bodega. I mean, he probably had a few. Okay.
And he will actually go around to, like, grocery stores when they have sales on cereal and buy up as much as they can so that he can sell it with an upcharge at the bodega.
Here's the real question.
So his father's the worst kind of person?
No, he's the worst kind of person. His father's just fine. So anyway, tell me, Javier, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
7.
7. How many brothers? How many sisters?
5 brothers,
2
2 sisters.
Are you the eldest?
Yes.
No, you're the baby. You're the one that had to go in the Marines because he knew he wasn't going to get the bodega.
You're the one that had to make something of himself.
I don't know. Anyway, all right. So, and here's the musical question that, is going to be notable. How did your character get to Cypress?
Well, first we met online, and that... Oh, you mean the island? Ooh. Probably with the military?
No. How did your character get to Cypress? See, I love curveballs.
A lot of ouzo.
Oh, okay. Done. All right, we'll leave it with that. JJ!
Alright. So I'm Alex Klein. Mom was a nurse. Dad was an Army Ranger. Consistently pushed me towards going into the military. Didn't specifically care what I went into, just that I was in the military. I'm also from Athens, Georgia.
But he doesn't know where the big chicken is.
Well, no.
Player personally has never been to Georgia.
The best part of this is he's from Athens, Georgia. And so every single joke I make about Athens, Georgia, he's just going to be lost on. Especially if I tell him that everybody hurts sometimes.
Oh, good. Yeah, make sure I didn't do a spit take on that one. Wow.
Sometimes everybody cries. All right. How did your character get to Cypress? You took the train.
I drew the short straw.
How did your character get to Cypress?
Slam there. Doggy paddle.
Yeah. I'm going to need to see about 37 endurance rolls.
That's a good way of starting a game. 37 endurance rolls.
Can't have the same excuse as
No,
me.
I wasn't going to go the same excuse. That seems kind of cheap.
But what you have to understand is if your character has a swim speed, they theoretically should not be making swim checks.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there. In case that ever comes up in a game.
I don't have a swim speed. Yeah, I got no idea.
All right. That means we'll come back to that. Rob.
Hey, my character is Sergeant Paul Murphy. He is from Escanaba, Michigan, where, strangely enough, I have lived. So I do know Escanaba, Michigan.
The best part of this is Rob and Kevin are going to rag on Tay-Tay for not having a Georgia accent, but I'm not hearing an Escanaba accent.
Eh? You really want me to end up a bunch of sentences saying eh?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm expecting more.
You're going to rag on me.
No, he has to talk. He has to talk about how Ruben stole his Chevy took a jet.
Yeah.
I've actually watched Escanaba in the Moonlight. I can quote enough of it.
So have I. Multiple times.
Thing is, yeah, I lived there, and I'm used.
Jeff Daniels.
The most thing I did from living in Escanaba is that I picked up the thing of that I'd end sentences saying
Pound of testicle of moose.
See, here's the thing. Jeff Daniels, Hollywood star, and fine respected actor, did a movie called Escanaba in the Moonlight, which is so upertastic, I don't think it got released outside of Michigan. Look it up.
I saw it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater. It is also one of two movies, where the protagonist is named Ruben.
The Buckle Super. I will also say there is a prequel to Escanaba in the Moonlight that is a stage play.
Yep, I knew that.
Wow.
Okay, so
And it is probably the movie with the second most famous film fart.
I was actually okay.
That lasts, I think, 5 minutes.
So your bonus points. Whomsoever wants to try to
Earthworm
jump
baked on
on,
a shovel?
whomsoever wants to jump on this one. What is the other movie that has a protagonist named Ruben?
Ah, crap! I'm
Something
gonna
Jewish?
I'm gonna hurt myself when I hear it because
You are going to hurt yourself.
I do know. It just.
Fiddler on the Roof?
Dude. Because I specifically remember a movie.
complaining about this too, I'm sure. About how,
Yentl?
He's throwing out movies he doesn't want to be in.
I'm freaking out super Jewish movies, If Seinfeld made a movie, I'd probably mention that
it's
to you.
on the
I
tip
know
of
there's
my
no
tongue.
Rubens in Seinfeld.
I'm not gonna.
Delicatessen, because, Ruben.
I'm glad you think you're funny.
I know! My wife says that all the time.
There's a movie where one of the crime guys...
No, we're talking main protagonist.
That's the only one I can think of, but I can think of a lot
No,
of protagonists.
I'm giving up because I.
You don't want to go through all of the available extremely Jewish leading actors.
I'm running out of Jewish movies to quote,
No.
so that's my problem. Because I'd keep quoting them if I could remember them. Not that I think any of them have a main.
I mean, your name
Ruben.
is Jewish centered enough.
Trust me. Along came Polly.
Oh.
Really?
Oh,
Ben Stiller's character is Rook.
That was serious. That would never cross my mind.
No, I didn't know it because I've never seen
That's
that movie.
seriously not crossed my mind.
I have
Well,
not
it
seen
is Ben Stiller, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
you
really?
guys were on the right track.
Huh.
It was
I don't
distracting.
remember a whole lot of that movie. But
There's probably it. There's probably a good reason for that.
So
ADD. Anyway,
enough digression.
ADHD.
enough digression. You care? Yeah.
Should I mention what's really special about my character?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, I was going to give me your character sheet because I'm going to yell at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beat him.
Yeah.
With a shoot.
What? I didn't list something?
Nope, you fucked up.
What?
I'm actually very close to denying your character's background. Can Kevin tell me why? Your character's from Escanaba. No?
Hold on.
You may have to free up some points, Rob.
Why? What am I missing? I'm kind of curious.
I want to see if Kevin can pull it out. Because he should have... There's one thing he's missing. I'm not sure if it's missing, but yeah, it's probably missing.
Animal Ken?
I want to say it's Animal Ken, but I'm actually thinking more like deer hunting or fishing.
Deer hunting? What should his firearms be?
Yeah, his firearms should be 5.
You are a terrible deer hunter.
I am. Why do you think they sent me to the military?
It didn't take.
I know. Well,
Do you have any points you can pull?
Because that's the
I
only...
could find something. I guess.
That assumes that you didn't have firearms to begin with.
Yeah, no, that's my problem.
I mean, that's true. I can guarantee that up in Escanaba, the first day deer hunting season is a day off.
No, it's
to the point where schools...
It's a holiday.
Yeah,
it's a holiday.
It's
Schools
it's
have
St.
a
Nicholas
holiday.
Day.
Yes.
Huh.
And technically your survival should probably be higher. But anyway, How did your character get to Cypress?
Got sent there, order sent...
No.
Not sent there? Oh.
I tried that.
No.
Oh.
You're not paying attention.
Wow. Rob's tailoring the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Jeez. I gotta come up with something other than being the drunk guy, that...
Kevin already covered
I
that.
know. I know.
And it was more like got drunk in Greece.
I figured that out with the Uzo.
Yeah.
Keep it in your pants there, Big Chief. We understand all of
Quit
it.
showing off.
You don't have to, draw a line under what we already understand. Captain Obvious. Rob.
I'm thinking.
Oh. You're walking dangerous ground.
Oh, he's getting to the Taylor level.
Yes.
I don't know. Actually, I think this is worse than Taylor level.
Throw a monkey wrench into everything. And I'm like, oh no.
I have a suggestion for Taylor.
I had one.
We all give him an element. We get to add an element into why he's there.
I was actually going to go in that direction. I was actually going to put it
that
as
was
crowdsourced.
That was actually assuming Rob could be competent, but now that Rob's not competent, he can't be trusted to throw elements in.
Let's make it funny. Let's do it. Tourist.
Anything?
I am blanking and this sucks.
We
Why
should-
am I
The
blanking?
problem
We should totally play these ahead of time.
He came very close to actually giving himself a reason to be on Cypress, and then he swerved.
Yeah.
He just swerved.
Just way
All right.
off. So I'm going to suggest for Tay-Tay,
Okay.
Sure.
as an element of his reason, is on leave in Turkey.
Okay.
Give me more than that. Because that's not... You,
Prostitutes.
I see where you're going with this. Let's step it sideways.
We can't.
No.
We're not werewolves.
I would reach across and slap the taste out of your mouth.
I wasn't sure if that got him or not.
That was pretty good.
No, it was.
Well timed. Well timed. Okay.
So his character... Oh, I need to look at something.
Oh!
No, wait. Just keep it.
Okay, so this one's for Rob.
Keep it. Hold up. Ooh. No, because I actually think...
Also, I did find a point for firearms, so, I could deal with that
Rob
issue.
found a point.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, I know Escanaba enough, and Ruben is very correct that I should have another point in firearms.
I completely forgot that was a thing there.
Dude, how can you forget?
I didn't know about actually first day of hunting being a day off.
No, dude.
Trust me, I thought it was really weird being a person who'd never moved to Escanaba and find out you get the first day off for hunting season?
No, guys, that's the plot of Escanaba in the Moonlight.
Yeah, I never saw that, weirdly enough. But
List off your languages.
I just...
List them all.
All the basics?
Arabic, French, Russian, Armenian, Syrian, Kurdish.
Assyrian. Erase Assyrian, put Turkish.
Okay.
Woo! No, I'm actually willing to work with him on this. Or you actually. All right. So your character, basically. Okay, we'll get back to that. What do you got for Rob?
I have an idea if nothing else.
Make it fast. What?
Urban explorer for the zone that is basically not anyone's allowed in to go into on Syria or on Cypress. Dude, I look at it as a lot of stupid stuff. Part of it is that there's hotels sitting there that they cannot use because they're like in a zone where Cypress or
it's
Cyprus
the Turkish.
It's Turkish and Cyprus.
Turkish and Greek. Cyprus.
Yeah.
They share control of the island. It's the buffer zone in the middle.
Yeah.
And this was a high-end resort area that was that still has a defunct Toyota dealership and was frequented by people like Sophia Loren and other Hollywood stars. Yes. Okay. Let's go with that.
I was gonna have him get dragged there by the family of the Cypriot woman he was caught sleeping with and forcing him into a shotgun wedding.
No, because if it goes
what? I love that one. I really like that one.
because
wedding.
No, because
stain on your shirt.
No, because the thing of it is, Kevin overstepped that because if he was dragged into the forbidden zone by a Cypriot woman, he just would have been shot. Your character, okay.
I really like that idea.
No, I was going to say he was sleeping with her outside of Cyprus.
Yeah, that's why he's
and they brought her over.
Well,
because that's actually too close to what Tay-Tay's got going on.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Alright.
Tay got something going on.
Alright. Your characters were given 2 weeks liberty for reassignment, and you were to make your way to Cyprus as quietly and coincidentally as possible. Kevin's character ended up partying with the Greeks and ending up on Cyprus as an accident of a drunken weak bender. Tay-Tay's character similarly spent his time partying with the yacht girls in Istanbul, and they
Not
took
Constantinople?
God.
No, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
You had it by 2 seconds.
And by the way, Tay-Tay, it's nobody's business but the Turks.
Yeah. No,
Rob's
that is
character.
2 song references in the span of a minute.
Rob's character, Tay-Tay, everybody hurts.
Yeah.
Rob's character spent his time essentially doing various archaeological tourist things, including hitting some Crusader-era castles on the island before doing the necessary... before doing the necessary urban exploration of...
I haven't checked this, but you know what other group I thought was from Athens?
Varosha.
B-52s.
I believe you might be right.
Yeah.
Varosha, abandoned in 1974 after Turkey's military intervention during a attempted Greek revolution.
Isn't that like when then the UN had to go in and split?
Oh yeah, then the UN's still there.
Yeah.
This is Varosha. Yay!
Oh.
All right.
I guess you like that, me pulling that out of nowhere.
Would you like to know how much I've read this week on setting this up?
Well, then again, I can see you set. Yeah, if you were setting this up, yeah.
Are the people
Just
there?
Think of how bad the other one
ferocious?
was.
All right.
He had 2 months to come up with stuff for that one.
What for the
first one I was in?
Gonna have to direct me on that. I spend a lot of time researching a lot of things.
Where Kevin had a character, didn't have a character, then had a character.
Yeah, the werewolf wild corn.
Wild corn. Yeah. Okay. So, to help your character become more knowledgeable about your origins, there's a 56-foot-tall KFC in Georgia called the Big Chicken.
Oh,
It's a navigational marker.
Athens. No,
Yeah.
it is
In
a
Georgia.
I know
non-substantial
B-52s and REM.
If you're not in Atlanta, you know where you are in relation to the Big Chicken.
Widespread panic, whatever they
number.
are.
Oh, widespread panic's big.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm aware. All right,
Bunch of things Tay wouldn't know.
he barely knows REM. Rob, if you want to give his character the nickname of Rock Lobster, he's going to be confused also.
Yeah, I know. That's the first thing that came to mind, Rock Lobster.
Or asking if his character comes from Planet Claire. B-52 joke. Hashtag. All right.
The claws!
Don't even. We're not to that point. All right. Your characters were given 2 weeks' liberty. You were told to make your way to Cypress in as clandestine a way as possible. This is, I don't think I have to state, extremely unusual.
I imagine my entrance to Cypress was much in the same way as the people in Far Cry 3 got to that particular island. A crap ton of liquor and a skydiving trip.
No, it's Uzo. You basically just got poured out on the dock. Because the last thing I really want to do is watch your character die in character creation from failing a Halo jump.
Oh, I thought you were going to say failing death by alcohol.
Alcoholism and Halo jumping. This is going to be the greatest thing ever.
That'd be the greatest character creation death ever.
Difficulty 8. Go!
Alright. Once you have all been collected from your different entry points, you are taken to a UN base, which there are multiple, due to the UN buffer zone on
What are we going
Cyprus.
to un this time?
Gonna unalive a lot of people.
We gotta stack bodies.
Alright. You are pretty much given full kit upon arrival, expected to change out of that, get yourself cleaned up, and present yourself in full BDU and military precision.
Question. Are we getting USAF, U.S. Armed Forces kit, or UN kit?
You're being given standard U.S. Armed Forces BDUs. However, what's missing is your rank and name patches.
So no identifying.
Yeah. We were not here.
Is there even a flag on the shoulder?
Yes. But for the time being, nothing else. You are ushered into a room with 2 other people. You know, the guys at the table.
Yeah.
2 other people. With 13 other similarly dressed. Actually, no. Let's go with 12 other similarly dressed.
That's not
There's
weird.
one guy that is, if nothing else, his bearing's a little different. You're going to assume that this guy is probably the captain of your merry little band.
Capitan.
And you are told just stand at attention. About 5 minutes go by.
You're screwed.
5 minutes go by, and 4 other individuals make their way in at the head of the room.
He is playing with the Velcro of his pockets. He's impatient!
Gonna spend a willpower point or no?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Gonna have to.
I love it. He took impatient as somebody in the military.
There may be a
I had to
reason
make-
he hasn't, bumped up his rank.
I
Alright.
had to make this interesting.
Uh,
I am focused.
Three guys filter in one of the doors, not in uniform.
Wild-eyed and snarling.
Wild-eyed and snarling. In there, there is a blonde guy with kind of feathery hair. There are 2 swarthy-looking individuals.
Wow. Wow, using Lovecraftian racism. Swarthy.
No, compared to blonde white guy, these guys do not fit the template, but they are dressed similarly. One of them is he radiates both. One of the darker skinned fellows radiates both confidence and more than a little bit of menace. The blonde guy is just blonde guy. He looks unassuming. Really, honestly, not a lot to pick him out of a crowd. He looks like just another dude.
In my head, because they're all similarly dressed, but we've given no description of what they're dressed in, they are all wearing these stark white robes that have no decoration.
Well, no, they have a single stripe and a series of Greek constellation symbols. They start muttering in what you think is either Aramaic or Latin, and that's the
Nice.
last thing you remember. Anyway, no, they're similarly dressed in blue jeans and t-shirts, which, to be fair for Cypress, is probably appropriate wear. You are Mediterranean. However,
Okay, I'm going to assume at least one t-shirt is a Ramones t-shirt.
no, they're different colored plain pocket tees.
Like polos or t-shirts?
Pocket tees.
Like a t-shirt with that just has a pocket. I could literally take this shirt off and I'd have that exact t-shirt on underneath this shirt.
Don't ask him to take his clothes off. I can't.
Rob dresses in layers.
Well, yeah.
I do. Well, it is kind of cold. I mean, I had a sweater in the car if I really needed it. But yeah, I could take this off and. Should I take it off?
No.
Should I? Should I?
He usually strips at least.
So the one guy,
Gotta give the audience what they
give me a
want.
culture roll there, Big Chief.
Can I make a culture roll?
Did you take... yeah, if you want. If you got
Yeah.
culture, you can take it.
I can roll 2 dice.
Oh.
Let's go. It's difficulty 7.
2,
guess-
2, 2, 4, 10.
Wow.
I got 2 8s, but wow. Well, Kevin.
Yeah,
Kevin's,
actually, given this guy's coloration and features, you actually peg him as likely Armenian.
Everybody check your wallets. I'm kidding.
Wow. I don't even know where you're going with that. Was that a Kardashian joke?
I assume it was
Yeah,
just a
okay.
stereotypical
remember,
dig on Armenians.
Whenever you think you're dumb, remember Kim Kardashian played poker with mirror shades.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
No,
God.
you're drunk.
No, I'm sorry that actually happened. You know,
The
sorry I'm drunk.
Oh my god. The third guy is just generally Middle Eastern. He looks like any
Stereotypical Middle Eastern?
yeah, no, literally, that's the thing, is you probably figure him somewhere, Syria, Jordan, something like that, but there isn't anything identifying about him, unlike, like I say, an Armenian.
Yeah, those Armenians always stand out to me.
Broadly. All right,
Broadly.
from the
Gotta
other
keep your
door.
wallet checked. Check your
my
wallet.
God.
Ah, shut up.
Swear I should have a stick. From the other door,
Or taser.
Or a hammer.
That would make
the
things really
general
interesting.
enters.
Ooh, general.
Go ahead and roll me your military score, which is 5 dice.
All of us?
Are all of you in the military?
1.
No. I'm special. I'm not in the military.
Why do you push me? I really wanted to make a Special Olympics Special Forces joke on that one.
Nope.
Alright,
I got a couple.
Okay.
I got enough. I'm feeling.
Despite the fact that he is missing all rank insignia and identification, you identify this as General McIntyre, a 2-star general that,
Except for Tate, who doesn't
yeah,
recognize him.
what? Are we still talking about that? What?
Yeah, huh. There's a dude in
I
her.
should know that guy.
Yeah, I know you
He's so
somehow,
busy
right?
ripping, playing with the Velcro on it. Oh, yeah, honestly, you guys should be.
Beating him? That'll
No,
happen
I
later.
imagine, honestly, at this point, you guys are going to have a blanket party for him.
That'll happen later.
All right.
I got a sock full of soap.
Yep. What makes it worse is it's liquid soap.
You were gonna do that? No! Better yet, foam.
All right.
Sitting there at the dispenser.
The general takes up the 3 guys move themselves back, in as one to the whiteboard. The general steps forward. Three people detach, drag him out. All you hear is the sound of soap hitting flesh.
Sir, we just got in the supply of oranges. Good.
Yeah. Each of the 13 remaining people in the room is given a bag full of oranges.
I am bruised and I smell like orange.
These ain't eating oranges. They're beating
They're
oranges.
oranges, yeah.
I smell like citrus.
Yeah, and
will
oranges.
crap right for the rest of your life.
exactly.
Remember, you're not a werewolf. You don't regenerate.
Alright. The general steps forward. Gentlemen, you have been called here on special assignment. And Rob, it occurs to you that General McIntyre is actually known through the Marine hierarchy for not having gotten the promotions he necessarily would have because he devoted himself to a number of side projects in the Marines. This may indeed be one of them.
Great.
Officially, you are Raider Recon Team 9 on paper. However, Raider Recon Team 9 is a team filled with individuals that are not you. How you conduct yourself in the coming months will come down to your own personal preferences and direction. You are Marine operators. I expect you to be able to make the command and day-to-day decisions that are necessary. But in this room, for my purposes, none of you have names. Indeed, you are all represented by a specific serial number and a code name. He turns to one side of the room, not your side. These are your headquarters team. This is your captain, Prime. Master Sergeant Porter. Gunnery Sergeant T-Bone. Staff Sergeant Mig. The Master Sergeant, it looks to be Mediterranean. The Gunnery Sergeant is a big, beefy looking guy. And the Staff Sergeant is a good-sized black man.
So, I just want to make sure we got this right. We got Captain, who is codename Prime. What's the second one, who's codename Porter?
That's the Master Sergeant, and that's the Mediterranean-looking guy.
Okay.
The captain looks, he's comparatively kind of a skinny guy, looks a little more academic. Captain.
Prime.
That's Prime, yep.
Yes.
And Mig is the black guy, the Staff Sergeant.
Okay.
Which, as you recall, the Staff Sergeant is the comms guy for the headquarters team.
Okay.
All right. He selects out the next third of the room. This is the Weatherman team. Oh, no. This is the Pack team.
Pack team.
Black guy. Yellow dog. An Asian guy. White coyote. A blonde guy. Blue fox. Another dark-haired, you'd actually think Italian. Gray wolf. And another black guy, red jackal. Turns to your third of the room. Points to actually kind of youngish looking guy. He looks surprisingly, too young to be a staff sergeant. Blue Thunder. White Lightning. Black Wind.
Brown Wind.
You're gonna make him change yours so you hate it.
You're gonna be brown wings soon.
No.
I'm assuming like red dirt or something.
Well, we've already hit
What do you like?
thunder, wind, and lightning.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it, then, Big Chief? If you're gonna be stepping on my feet,
Red rain.
No. Something to do with fire. What?
Weatherman team.
yeah, red rain.
So what's his
Oh
name?
my god! I guessed it.
Blue hail or
Wow.
red rain?
Wow.
Red rain.
So come on. I did. You said. So what is it? And I got
So
it.
Kevin's red rain?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's like,
Each of
I
you
wasn't actually expecting this.
No, I set it up well enough. I thought you could pull through on that one. I didn't think you were gonna choke. And
Darn, I didn't get pink rainbow.
nor did any of you qualify for chocolate thunder.
Dang!
No, I just like, he's white lightning, and I'm the one who wanted to come in from the sky drunk.
I thought honestly giving Rob the moonshine nickname
Yeah.
was a little too on the nose.
Oh,
But
it was
with
perfect.
And
Ain't
and
that white lightning though?
I need a stick.
I can get you
The
one.
the final one is a Hispanic guy, and his code name is Indigo Storm.
Oh yeah, he gets a cool one. I get the alcohol reference.
Of course you do.
Yeah. Who are we kidding? I love the fact I'm called White Lightning.
White Lightning from Escanaba.
Yeah. Pale as ever.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Irish.
Actually, more Cornish.
Murphy.
Murphy.
It's Cornish.
Murphy.
Murphy.
Because I love me some pasties. That's for all the people who know where pasties are from.
Murphy.
Murphy.
Murphy. You're Irish.
No, he's Irish.
Irish!
All right. So, if you choose to disclose your actual identities to your teammates, that is up to you. But for the purposes of military paperwork, need to know
Dog tags.
your dog tags are going to be extremely specific, so hand in the ones you were wearing.
Yeah, I figure we had to, yeah.
I am, as you know, General Knight. I would like to introduce Agent Rook, Mr. Bishop,
Yep.
and G7.
So he's just a square on the board.
He's a specific.
That's his rank, I think, in government.
No.
It's a specific.
Actually, a government job would be rated as a G7, but that's not what it's terming.
I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Or is it a pawn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. It's a chess reference.
Yes.
Dude, Rook, Bishop,
Knight.
Knight.
Who's Rook? I'm sorry, I missed that one.
One of the three operators at the front.
No.
I got Knight,
Rook,
Bishop, and
Rook
G7.
is, it is Agent Rook.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I missed Agent Rook.
So
Did
who
you
is
miss Mr. Bishop?
No, I got General Knight, Mr. Bishop, G7, and that was a...
it? Agent Rook.
Agent Rook is the
okay.
blonde guy.
Yes. The inconspicuous blonde guy?
Who's G7? Just make sure I got my notes.
G7 is probably the Middle Eastern guy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 4 dudes that we're listing.
And Bishop is...
Mr. Bishop.
Mr.
yeah.
Bishop is the Armenian guy.
Okay, so there's just General Knight, Mr. Bishop, G7, and Agent Rook.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure they're all separate.
Well, Agent
people.
Rook was introduced after General Knight, so he is clearly at the top of this particular.
Well,
And
you know, I have
let's
it.
keep in mind, this isn't any specific knight. It's just a general one.
Yeah. Oh, God! I didn't even say that horrible thing. I wish I did, but I didn't.
All right.
I just want to trying to keep track of all the players here.
All right.
They're not players, they're NPCs.
Yeah, close enough for me.
They'll play you like an NPC.
You're an NPC.
No, we just play him like an NPC when he passes out from too much alcohol.
I thought that was what you did.
Fire water. Let's go with that.
No, White Lightning.
That's
White lightning!
Now Rob has to come in with that.
All right.
You got somebody there.
That's diesel, and that is not drinkable.
No, that's not. All right.
So you say.
At this point, I will turn
No.
the briefing over to Agent Rook. Agent Rook steps forward. A screen lowers from the ceiling, and the room dims. Now, as you are aware, and by the way, the year is 2016. So this is actually...
Oh, the Year of Death.
As you are all aware, there are a lot of geopolitical incidents that are currently causing operational security difficulties. Your team is being tasked with sorting out a number of these. He then goes into an abbreviated discussion of the Syrian Civil War, which is an aftershock of Arab Spring and a specific direct effect of the worsening humanitarian crisis and famine that is plaguing Syria. Mm-hmm. And this is all real world stuff, in case anybody...
Syria
really...
bad, I got it.
Well, no, the problem with Syria is climate change has actually annihilated a number of the arable farmlands in Syria, causing a lot of refugees to be pushed toward the cities, which do not have the infrastructure or the capability of actually dealing with. The president, Bashar al-Assad, is known for his humanitarian rights violations, pretty much for trying to quell the actions of his citizens by, any means necessary.
Barrel bombs.
Amongst other things. This has also led to the rise of the Sixth Caliphate. Otherwise known as...
ISIL.
Or...
ISIS.
That
since it's
Egyptian
Or-
goddess.
Daesh.
Dash, yeah.
Darsh. Yeah, Daesh.
Daesh.
Dumb.
Not that they like that.
Well,
Well, no, trust me. Daesh is actually more insulting than dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Alright. So, on a broad level, this is a problem. On a larger level, there are extraneous elements that have decided to use this particular humanitarian crisis to advance their own agendas.
Yes, we must stop Hobby Lobby.
Oh, they've already bombed Hobby Lobby. I mean, this is World of Darkness. They take direct action. What happens if you pilfer actual religious artifacts in the World of Darkness? This shit's got power. There's at least one mage that's like, oh, no, you didn't. Either that or Hobby Lobby has a mage of the Celestial Chorus that's, collecting this stuff so he can make a power play.
And you may actually create some anger from, actual mummies. Or some Assamites, or... I can't remember what they renamed them.
What?
I know they renamed the Assamite vampire.
No, Assamites are still Assamites in V20. Well, here's the thing. Give me an academics roll there, Chiff. You're gonna be, stepping on my lines.
Difficulty?
I'm gonna say, let's go 7. So slightly higher than normal, slightly higher than basic.
Okay, so not 4. I get 3 successes.
Okay. Assamite. Based on what?
Assassin.
And where were the main fortresses of the Old Man of the Mountain located?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Syria.
Yes. That's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
That's interesting.
It's part of the web of faith. I understand. So there are mummies here and vampires here.
Yeah, but let's keep the mummy, wankery to a low minimum.
But
how many mummies exist at a given point? You got what, like a dozen?
He's itching to ask the question.
What?
No.
Itching.
No, honestly, I'm just, as a player, aware they exist. I don't expect them to show up. It would be a nightmare if they did.
Don't give him ideas.
I don't need ideas. I know all of this
Yeah, I think
already.
he already figured every
You mean because Kevin's like, Assamites? Assamites are weird. Yeah, let's talk about El Alamut.
I don't want to run into any Sabbat.
Assamites are technically Camarilla.
Actually, I believe they're independents.
I mean, they can pass with Camarilla is what I'm saying. Nobody likes Assamites.
As long as there aren't any Tremere around. Things are pretty ugly whenever there are Tremere around. Tay-Tay's like, what?
words.
Camarilla!
Don't even start. I will slap the teeth out of you. Alright,
No,
so anyway.
to be honest, that's what was going on in my head. And I was just like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
TJ already has enough difficulty focus. I'll make this worse.
You said the key word that made me, don't say it, but you wanna. I know.
I swear, I need a stick. Alright. Agent Rook continues his briefing. Now, I'm not going to mince words. None of you are here because you're fools. And none of you are here because you believe that all the things your government and your education tell you are true. There are things in the dark that you don't want to be aware of. He brings up a slide of a marketplace. Busy, bustling marketplace. Now,
And what kind of carnage rolls through?
willpower checks.
Freak check.
Don't need them.
I love the fact that Tay-Tay still has a remarkably low willpower.
Yeah.
You are so going to get boned with that.
I know. That was the whole point.
He likes getting boned.
Yeah, your character. As I recall, your character's threshold for delirium was just enough to make it stupid.
Mm-hmm.
What's your willpower there, Big Chief?
7.
Siete. Oh, wait, I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, so his character's literally going to be running away every chance he gets if you guys run into where. you could find
Assuming
3
we run
points to
into
free up.
werewolves and not mummies.
I mean, I could get rid of Daredevil.
Wait a second. What if we run into mummies?
Let's
They
get
don't
rid
trigger
of
anything.
They
Daredevil,
don't.
then-
They look
No,
exactly like a human.
what you have to... Did you ever read Anne Rice's mummy book?
No.
Basically, it's the idea that mummies, the only thing interesting about them is if you kill them, they come back a few years later. And
Okay.
they're mad about it.
Okay.
Yeah, if they.
They're
Yeah.
running
They have
every
to
time.
find me still alive at that point.
Yeah. Your character's longevity is not measured in decades.
They're also
There, we're good
extremely difficult to kill, like permanently.
I just wanted to make
Yeah,
something
honestly, in order to
interesting,
kill
but
a
if it's
mummy
really gonna
permanently,
hamper me that bad.
You kind of need another supernatural to pull it off.
Or a nuke. We have to destroy them at the atomic level.
Dying.
Yeah, and even that, But that's the problem is, unless they're, licking the nuke, you just
Yeah.
burn them.
Yeah, because they can come back from ash.
Warheads on foreheads. Go.
Wow.
No, honestly, the best way to deal with a mummy is to chain them up, dump them in the ocean. As
Why
long
are
as
we
they're
still talking about mummies? Moving on.
You brought them up.
Rob brought them up.
I brought them up. I can admit I did bring them up.
Your
I
fault.
brought up the mummies because I
Shade.
think this is the Middle East. We better worry about mummies.
So there's.
I know where the problem is.
Anyway.
There's mummies.
Marketplace.
A stick. I swear, I will get a stick.
I can get
All
a
right.
stick.
No,
Give me
not
a
right now.
stick.
So, pay attention in the upper right corner.
Oh.
Ah!
We have to throw some entertainment in.
This is not entertaining. So anyway, as you watch, he clicks and it goes into a surveillance video of this marketplace. And as you watch, this robed, turbaned individual walks down through, and you watch people unconsciously move out of their way. To the point that people that are, standing with their backs to them literally part so they can walk through. This is a video of a person we believe to have killed one of our main agents a week ago. There was no indication of how this was done, and I might note, this is broad daylight. If it were night, we could make a number of assumptions. And all of you have clearance enough to know that the things of folklore probably exist out of our sight as long as they're able to maintain some secrecy. It shouldn't surprise you that the U.S. government has undertaken a certain extermination of supernatural things. Yes, Rob?
We gonna die.
My character can't help but have some reaction to that, but it's like
Actually, give me a...
Oh, shit.
Loyalty roll.
No, I'm trying to
what
think.
kind of role should I make? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I
No,
have
give
a
me.
roll.
No, this is a. This is actually a smarts or awareness roll.
Okay.
Just give me a smarts roll.
A
That's
smarts roll? Okay.
Just a smarts
I didn't
roll.
realize I have nothing in awareness.
fine. This wouldn't even be awareness.
Smarts would be wits or intelligence?
Intelligence.
Yeah, nothing. I feel.
Okay. then your character... We'll get back to that.
So
Actually, no. Give me a character sheet for a second.
does Border Patrol have a standing orders to kill all Chupacabra on sight?
I assume so. I thought, well, that's a general, this world kind of thing.
Actually, no. Your character is aware of this.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
No, you're going in the wrong direction.
Oh.
Your character literally already has a job offer.
Oh.
Duh.
Tannhauser.
Yes. Because
Your kinfolk.
Yeah, what does Tannhauser recruit from? Yeah. No, your character, once your character musters out, once your character is done with his service, your high degree of training and experience pretty much guarantees...
And genetics.
And genetics. Yeah, the fact that you're kinfolk means that your character can join Tannhauser as soon as you separate from the Murrians.
I never really did discuss my character's relationship with his parents and other kinfolk.
That's fine. It does not matter. The fact that you're military and kinfolk means you automatically get a job offer.
I know. I'm just saying,
They know.
whether taking it or not, and that's something I have to deal with.
Wait,
Yeah,
so this
exactly.
is state-sanctioned racism?
I wouldn't say it's racism.
Yeah,
We're literally other
No.
races.
Racism, extermination of genocide.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing. I'm pushing
That
it more
makes it
towards
no
the
better.
genocide area.
No, I know. State-sanctioned genocide.
Give me
Yeah.
a willpower check. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Actually, no. Give me a self-control check.
Ha! Even better.
So I forget. We have to use, those.
2.
At what difficulty?
7.
Okay. You kind of... Mr. Bishop kind of looks over at you and kind of smirks. Bring up the one slide.
Uh-oh.
And a couple of you seem to be questioning the government's extermination. This is why. He brings up a slide of this weird, twisted agglomeration.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, get over here, dumbass. Set. Be good. Alright. Now, brings up a slide of this very pale individual in weirdly anachronistic clothing, towered over by what looks... The skin looks like a bruised, burned victim's skin, but it's twisted into these, like, gnarled claws, and the thing seems to stand about 10 foot tall. And it's got a distended jaw with these, needle-like teeth just randomly arranged. And there is no hair on it. It's all the same shiny, purplish, reddish.
So Fomori.
No.
Oh.
I don't...
Black Spiral Dancer.
No.
I think it's just a regular werewolf. That's
No.
It's
Oh.
not.
Not even remotely.
I didn't know if he just got tortured to the point where,
This right here has been, shall we say, flesh crafted.
Oh. So it's a Zamitsi's pet.
Yeah, it's one of the war forms.
war form.
Oh, like lamprey, form of the lamprey.
No. The Zamise have ghouls that they fleshcraft into war form
okay.
abominations to murderate whatever's within reach. as far as we can tell, that thing was what happens when you take 5 people and mold them like Play-Doh into one big fleshy thing. The smaller fellow standing in front is the guy that did it. So if you have any qualms about that kind of thing being exterminated, I think you should reconsider a number of your life choices up to this point.
Question. Should Tay-Tay's character have to roll something at this point?
Why?
Because of
No,
seeing
it's
how
not
horrific.
No,
It's not a werewolf.
it's not a werewolf.
Really? Just werewolf stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, delirium is only werewolf because
Okay.
delirium is based on the actual predation of humans by the Garu in ancient times to keep the numbers down.
Oh, that's a
calling.
good thing to know, actually.
It's also something I don't have to really worry about.
He altered his sheet.
Yeah, he pumped his numbers up.
Okay.
Those were
Bernie's.
rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers, okay.
I had exactly 3 to play around with, and that's what I needed.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, let's do something weird with it.
All right.
Oh, he got weird all
Or
around.
not weird with
No,
it.
I realized it would severely hamper
Oh, I think the
everything.
higher your willpower is, the weirder it gets, so.
All right.
Go with fire.
These creatures have existed outside of human society for time out of mind. We have gotten to the point in modern society that something needs to be done, else their
Spilled.
influence on mortal society would hamper certain things. There are larger issues at play. I don't feel the need to get into them right now. What I am concerned about, and this becomes your concern, is, again, like I said, this is Agent Rook. The establishment of the Sixth Caliphate is troubling. The Syrian Civil War is troubling. The extermination of civilian populations is troubling. We're concerned that there are hidden agendas bubbling under the surface, and these need to be addressed. As such, your team is assigned the open-ended task of tracking down these elements, finding out what their agenda is, and erasing that.
Tracking down these what? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to...
Anything.
Elements and erasing them.
Yeah. Essentially,
I'm just keeping the notes in.
We're going cryptid hunting.
that's a word for it.
Cryptid. Yeah. I'm not sure I'd say use the word cryptid at this point, but...
What word do you want to use for it?
I don't know. I don't
Terror?
have a word to use at this point. Cryptid is usually about something that is...
I love the fact that he's, getting all
From
politically
myth
correct.
and legend.
He's getting all politically correct and going, well, cryptids are only this specific
It's
box.
things that aren't quite known, and this is quite... The thing is, cryptid is kind of vague.
Yeah, I'm
category.
sorry, I
This
didn't-
is far more known.
I'm
This
sorry,
is far more known
I
than-
didn't realize that this crap existed until now.
Yes, well, cryptids,
So,
there's some
like,
deniability about whether
30
they
minutes
exist.
ago,
Yes.
these were cryptids.
Yes, 30 minutes ago they were cryptids. Now they are no longer cryptids. They're basically
I'm still willing,
targets of elimination.
yeah, I'm still willing to call them all cryptids.
I will not.
Seems we got a cryptid lover over here.
Cryptid or not, that thing needs to die with fire and prejudice.
You will probably not have to worry about that.
Oh, that's
I
good.
hope not.
Well, we're using nukes on these things?
Strictly speaking, there have been a number of nukes that have been lit off, with unexplained purposes, but that's beyond the scope of
Yeah,
this
I
game.
just wasn't sure if their nukes were used on these things specifically,
no,
not other things.
There
which I
was
don't
a
wanna know
strange.
about.
There was a strange accident in Ada, Michigan.
So I heard.
I'm willing to let that one just kind of coast out of,
Oh, but Canada's still fighting the super virus?
I had a real problem with the fact that we tried to light off a nuke in a game, and...
We didn't try.
Let me finish. Again, I need a fucking stick. We tried to light off a nuke in a game, and the GM let us, and then there was no blowback from it. That right there was enough for me to just go, let's just say that never happened.
Oh, I think the blowback was that we could not stay there anymore because the community of the supernatural community would not let us stay there anymore.
What community?
Supernatural community didn't do crap in that game.
Supernatural community.
No, I'm just saying.
Radioactive dust.
I assume that since we moved to
that's
Africa,
the problem. Is it didn't actually do any damage. If you remember,
I just assumed it pissed them off when we had to move to Africa of all places.
No, we got bored with that game.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, but we did go to Africa in that game.
Oh my god. Focus, Rob. Focus.
I'm focused because I remember.
No. You're hitting Tay-Tay levels.
No,
Tay-Tay over here is focused.
Yeah, no, Tay-Tay is not.
Yes, he's not even
flow.
sure what's going on right now.
No, I am.
So anyway, since we're going to table the cryptid, that's our word. Discussion. What's up, anathema? That's our word.
Oh, there we go. Anathema. We'll call them anathema.
Anathema actually might work, wouldn't it?
No.
No anathema.
No. I will slap both of you simultaneously.
I'm sorry, I'm just latching onto a different term. I'm just saying, I am not Kevin with knowledge of what anathema would mean to you.
The fire.
I'm just saying, I can feign a...
So,
I can
open up this valve.
Real quick, Kevin. This is kind of what happens when you're on that end of the table. And we just...
When which end of the table? The drunk end of the table?
Yes!
Because that's the problem.
Technically, you guys are at the ends of the table. Rob and I are on the sides of the table.
Your mom's the end of the table.
Oh!
So anyway.
Don't make me get a round table.
So anyway.
Don't make him get the stick.
Anyway.
That would end up
Your
being used on me.
characters have the full support of the larger Marine Corps and the different concerned agencies, and a network of informants on the ground. You are given wide latitude in your duties, but results are necessary and expected.
What about pseudo-humans?
Is that something your character would actually be aware of in-game?
What, that these things are weird monstrosities?
Weird monstrosities doesn't necessarily mean human, though.
They just said it came from 5 humans.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
This is the one thing he's not going to argue.
Well,
this is the one hill he doesn't
Bach is
wanna
right
die
twice a day, man. It's bound to be something that I'm gonna be, agree on.
All right. So you will be operating with full clearance at the limited number of U.S. military bases in and around Syria. But your mission is classified above the clearance of most military operating in the area.
So what's classification level then? I'm kind of curious.
Yankee White.
It's like we're getting above top secret, you would say?
The problem is this is World of Darkness, so there are literally so many compartmentalizations for secret and above that I literally cannot answer this.
I retract your question because I realize how unanswerable it is really at this point.
This is honestly something that I intend to go through with Kevin, in the background stuff?
Well,
no. Because we've got planned out the video to cover the lore.
Oh, you planned it out?
Yeah, no.
No. I did not realize you guys planned it out.
We're planning on doing it. We haven't actually...
No. I mean, actually have plans on how to do it versus... I knew you guys were going to do it because I did the, thing for it, but I didn't realize you had plans on how to do it.
Well, no,
it's not a free-form thing, then.
No, it's going to go game by game and cover the things that are important from each game. And I would have had you looped in on it, but you literally are only in, 2 of the, 6 or 8
No. I'm fine not being looped on it on other stuff. I understand why Kevin is looped in it, because, I know enough of the outstanding lore of what's going on.
Well,
I'm just working on the graphic design stuff right now, so I'm fine with that, and I understand what you're saying. I was interested in making sure... I am happy to hear that you guys got a structure to go into it, because there is so much lore to deal with.
There is a lot of lore. The problem is... The lore specifically, it really depends on how deep in the lore we want to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I think
7.
that's something we can discuss off air.
This is pretty much the 8th World of Darkness game that we actually have to cover.
Okay,
Kevin, can you name the other 7?
Can he?
Werewolf.
Okay, that was our werewolf. Moral, be more specific. All right, go.
Yeah, come on, Kevin. I'm actually gonna write these down just so you know.
Wild Corn.
Book of X.
Okay, that's 1. That's 2.
Yeah, Book of X.
Is his considered one of those?
I would like to
His
think
game?
so if it gets a bit further.
You already referenced the Iron Wolves in that game.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Therefore it is.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Iron Wolves.
That's 4.
Wait a minute. We got Corn, Book of X, and Iron Wolves. What's the 4th one I'm missing?
The Grad Slaves.
Grad Slaves? Okay.
Yeah, that was the one that me and Ruben were in.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm actually writing this down, so this is why
I missed some fun stuff.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, man.
That's 4.
Korea.
Yep.
Korea.
American Werewolf and Soul.
American Werewolf and Soul.
The Existence Gun.
You only got 2 left. One of which you weren't in.
There is one? Huh.
There's one that he wasn't in that is actually pivotal to a lot of those.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm actually keeping track of this just because it is, to help
I've
out.
heard stories from each of this.
Oh, I imagine.
Crap, I'm blanking on the name. The Hunter Reckoning game.
Yes.
Which Hunter Out Reckoning?
Because we played so little and I remember so little, I'm calling it Burning Austin because I think we were in Texas faffing about. But that is only...
That's the source of... Shoot, this
literally
is
only one reason to mention it.
Yeah, that is the Vice President...
Talon Adler.
Yeah. Talon Adler. That's That's the origin of Talon Adler. I want to say Mike's Hunter's Hunted game simply because that's the origin of Tannhauser. And
no, it's not the
origin.
No,
it's not the origin. It's just a major.
It's the establishment of Friedrich.
Yeah, Friedrich.
Yeah.
Because where was Tannhauser established? Iron Wolves.
Oh, that wasn't it?
Yeah, that was where you first ran into Tannhauser. And what was significant about Tannhauser? All of their agents were immune to delirium.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's who they recruited.
Yes.
They do recruit from kinfolk, but they also have military guys with...
High willpower.
10 willpower.
Yeah. No, these were the guys who were trucking around wild killing chemicals
Yep.
that were capable of destroying, like, cairns.
Okay, so I just want to
Like,
bring it back. Strangely, for
you,
once, I am wanting to bring it back to the main topic. I listed 7. You said 10?
No. I
No,
said 8.
he's-
This is the 8th.
Okay, we
this
need
is the
one more so I can... I actually wrote this down.
He initially said 7, but didn't count this one.
this is the 8th.
This is the 8th, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also noticing something with this that I'll mention after.
No, go ahead.
It's...
Because you'll forget.
No.
You might be best to
It's
say
more
it now.
with what we're doing. We're establishing an entire story situation.
No, it's world building.
Yeah.
Yeah, world building, yeah.
We're creating a world as where we weren't really creating much of one in
Oh no,
the other.
we always were.
Whatever.
No, we always.
The werewolf one was built on everything
In Twilight
else.
2K, we more or
Oh,
less
that's
had
a
just
different-
like, we were doing missions.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
I truly do think that more people will watch this
Don't know.
than the other.
I don't know.
No, there's
There's
a
a
reason.
world to it.
There's a reason that Kevin and I need to sit down and go through line by line by line. Because when I mention Vice President Talon Adler, or Kevin mentioned somebody with an Iron Wolves rocker on their biker jacket, or, we talk about listening to the AM radio for Reichstag Fire and his particular, fire branch. There's a reason that all of this needs to be sussed out.
and the reason that I got the bonus experience point, the Reichstag Fire Festival.
I wanted to remember where
that's right,
did
you
the
did.
corn game take place?
That's
Nebraska.
and
No, I mean the town name.
Saxon.
Saxon, that's what I was looking for.
no,
Thank
it's
you.
not.
What?
No, it's not. It's West Point.
No, it's Saxo in the World of Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will comment to
Sorry, I just
what
want to
you
keep
had said.
Saxauer
The
just
reason,
listed.
because this is actually, you may now have just realized this, but this is actually standard MO for Ruben and I.
Yeah.
The reason it hasn't shown up in Twilight 2K,
It's because nobody else has run a game.
well, it's because we haven't run that many.
Yeah.
It would eventually, if we continued to run Twilight 2K, you'd find either a decimated America town or the small settlement at a farm.
Yeah.
The more we play, Ruben and I remember the stuff that happened. This showed up.
Ruben doesn't let things go to waste.
No, this has showed up in previous Exalted games. There's a reason Ruben doesn't want to run Exalted anymore.
It's all been done.
Because
But I thought it was not having enough players.
No,
Make
it's-
things
No, we can run
to add to that.
there's a minimum of 5 players to run Exalted.
Yeah.
That's my standpoint.
But no, Rob, the reason he doesn't want to run an Exalted game beyond that is it would basically be, well, what's left to do? We've saved the world.
Well, there's always something.
Because
the problem with Exalted is honestly the top end of White Wolf meta plot. Because literally, the way Exalted is set up in the earlier editions, I'm not going to comment on 3rd edition, moving on. The way Exalted is set up is that there is a fixed meta plot. Your characters are in the Age of Sorrows. The Age of Sorrows goes from here to this point, to this point, to this point. These events take place. It starts with the disappearance of the Scarlet Empress. It ends with the return of the Scarlet Empress. Outside of that, you either need to figure out how the Age of Sorrows ends and what the world does from that point, or you play before then, either in the Age of Legend or in the Shogunate. And neither of those have the same depth. All of our games were set in the Age of Sorrows, and all of our games built on each other in the Age of Sorrows. Except for one thing. We could never figure out how to reconcile the one Dragon Blood game with Rakim and Eris, because there was no way that those characters fit into the larger mythic structure.
Yeah, that would have ended up getting real weird.
Yep.
But the big, like I say, is we've always built on previous games, and the reason that's so hard to run conceptually now is because we finished the meta plot.
They won.
We won. There was nothing left to do after that. There was no complication that couldn't be instantly solved.
Yep.
So this is natural for what we... I mean, even when we do Pathfinder...
Well, the Black Chain game that I was building was actually built out of Legacy of Fire.
Yeah.
And the other the other Pathfinder games that we tend to run build on each other because Pathfinder wants to build on it.
Pathfinder, literally, the adventure paths eventually all tie into each other in some way or mention each other.
I did notice that when we went back to the same area, because it's like, we should just do this. We never got to finish it.
We'll get back to Pathfinder when we finally find ourselves enough players.
Yeah.
I'm not going to concern myself.
Enough.
Okay, back to...
Whole huge digression there.
Big digression. All right,
but
which is
I think it
part
explained
of why
that.
I wanted to say it after.
Yeah, no, and that's the... It
was
lays
necessary.
It lays the baseline of
Yeah.
why some of our, necessary stuff is there. Because I know there are too many things that we talk about that shouldn't make any sense for the diehards. All right, so
in summary, we put a lot of plates, or start spinning a lot of plates.
yeah. All right, your characters are tasked with making contact with a number of informants that Mr. Bishop and G7 have already
Vetted?
more or less, pretty much established as potential sources of information.
What are the... What's the likelihood we'll run into human sympathizers?
The video that you saw before of the person we believe to have taken out one of our high-value individuals is, we believe, and we don't have full confirmation of this, but we believe them to be what is termed a ghoul. Someone who has undertaken the powers of a vampire kindred while still remaining mortal, hence their ability to move about in the day.
So, we're just gonna go ahead and call them vampires then? Like, we're not gonna try and have some weird term for them, we're just gonna...
Do you want designation B71, leech?
Well, I'm just asking because usually there's a little bit more of a threat level.
No, that assumes a couple of things. And to be honest, you guys are jarheads.
Okay, so vampires and
Vampires and
ghouls.
Got some Renfields.
Renfields would be sympathizers, not ghouls.
But wouldn't they be the lackeys of vampires? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but ghouls specifically have drank blood and have power.
Oh, so they're a step above what I would call Renfield. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so
for what it's worth, we don't run vampire. We've never run vampire. Vampire is not my speed of game. So
well, I don't think the actual vampire game actually uses the term Renfield, anyways.
No, I'm saying that
he's talking to the camera again.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that
he's talking to the audience.
The fact is, you know your way around werewolf, and you know your way around hunter's hunted, and you know your way probably around a little bit of the other stuff. As a player, you're a complete noob when we start bringing in, vampire terminology.
Yeah.
Kevin can probably fake it and go, "Oh, that guy's got at least 2 dots of obfuscate if he's doing that."
Oh no, I have a pretty good working knowledge of vampire. I have played Bloodlines.
No, I know. I'm just saying that,
I haven't played in an actual tabletop game. I could run one.
No.
Although that is denying the fact that the Victorian Age game had 1 session.
Oh, I should add that to the list. Except for the fact that I can't canonize that. For what it's worth, I sold a buddy of ours my spare copy of Victorian Age Vampire. We all made characters. We then tried to play a session, and the buddy of ours that was
couldn't
running the
handle
session,
it.
nobody would have been able to handle it. Suffice to say, this would have wrecked the entire game world starting in 1875 and moving forward, to the point that the World of Darkness would have been a whole lot worse.
Hilariously, he then ran a vampire game for another group that he brought in our characters as the
Main villains.
villainous backdrop, which makes sense.
We were amazing.
He just didn't take it as far as it should have.
Ending the world? No! But anyway.
Bone Zeppelins.
The Bone Punk Revolution. So anyway, I'm not going to canonize that game in our broader World of Darkness lore. So, moving on. Like I say, you have a bit of clue on, vampire because you played the video game.
Multiple.
Nobody else really has as much of a dig on it because it's not a game we run. So, anyway.
Yet.
I think after this game, nobody's going to be running it anyway.
Assume we never run it anyways.
Strap in, Bubba. It's going to get ugly.
I saw in general we wouldn't run it anyways.
So, yes. These contacts are potentially already compromised due to the fact that they know something more than nothing. Assume your operational security has to be constant and ever vigilant.
So, constant paranoia.
You're going into a war zone that is not our war. You're dealing with civilians who are marked for death, one way or the other. If they're not marked for death due to their tribal associations, their current affiliations and sympathies, they will be marked to death for talking to you. So, keep your head on a swivel.
What are we talking about for armament? I mean, are we going to need silver bullets? Are we going to start loading up on garlic and crosses?
No. Because as far as it goes, if you get to that point in that situation, you're already dead.
Noted.
So you don't have, like, special sunlight grenades?
Guns that shoot out straight UV radiation.
bullets. I mean, we saw this stuff in the movies, and we're getting to a lot of movie stuff now.
Yeah, getting into the
getting pretty deep in the weeds here.
Well, you said
the supernatural British stuff to really get lore specific.
British? Bitch, please. We're not even bringing in the Russian stuff.
No, I was just saying. Well, I don't know about that about supernatural. I just remember I got to the British.
You never got into Night Watch?
Oh no,
he's talking about the
that's
show
a whole
Supernatural.
nether.
He only got as far as the season where the British men of letters came in.
Yeah, I'm going through that season now. So yeah, That's
Do I have to
heck
slap
of
you
a-
again for getting beyond me and supernatural and then talking about it?
This is why I don't talk about
Oh, trust me, there's a lot more to it than that.
Yep,
but-
I'm going to have to slap you.
You're gonna have to slap him.
All right. So, anyway. No. If you are in a situation where the only thing that is going to save your ass is going to be a silver bullet or a sanctified toe bone of a...
Saint? I think a saint of some sort would be good.
Okay.
If you are in that situation, it's already too late. I expect you to be smarter than that.
You would be wrong. I'm sorry, that's not actually in character. It's just no. Unfortunately, knowing us, that's like what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Oh God.
'Kay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
So I'm gonna need a lot of Dragonfire rounds.
My character is specialized in shoot gun. Big shoot gun.
Big shoot gun.
Big shoot gun.
We call this the jailbreak.
Also, a lot of Wily Pete's and
You already said that. What do you think Dragon's Breath is?
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a white phosphorus shotgun round.
I wasn't sure if it was white phosphorus. I knew it was some kind of fire, but I wasn't sure.
yeah,
if it
but
was
I
white
also
fire
mean the
phos-
grenades.
Yeah, I know.
And, yeah.
And no.
No.
No. Your mission is not shock and awe. Because shock and awe attracts attention.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I will note that I am now kind of nervous that I have been designated Red Rain and we're dealing with
Vampires?
vampires and their weird mutated things.
Be afraid.
I'm
I got a target on my
Be
back.
very afraid.
I'm something you only hear.
Oh, you're a unicorn?
Oh, black wind.
Brown wind.
Oh, wind!
You mean Sergeant Gambleton Lost over there?
Now I will say he only becomes brown wind after he's been through the wash a couple of times. And that black starts to fade.
Or if he screws up enough, he becomes brown wind.
Well, maybe he will fail a courage check.
I hope not.
Well, that's kind of the problem.
Then again, I fail those kinds of checks a lot.
Yeah, you do.
But leave it to me. I'm gonna fail the one check I shouldn't fail.
It's not a dig. It's a statement of fact.
No.
It's like me screwing up some roll that I need to make. It's a statement of fact that I will.
Or losing control of your volume level, or
Little things like
Or don't forget the me
Or melting.
Melting, yes. Thank you. Yes, don't forget that.
he has
too.
no control over his posture.
Yeah,
after a certain
totally
point.
no control. I just need you guys to remind me about it.
Alright.
Get a little stun gun.
Initially, you will be based out of the Altabka U.S. base in Althara.
What was the name of the base?
Tabka.
Tabka?
Yep.
Altabka. Out of the Syrian city.
Technically, Althara is known also as Altabka. It's just the base is designated. The U.S. base is designated as Altabka. The city is Althara.
Okay. Is that a coastal city?
Central.
Ooh. So we're
Yeah, I
getting
figured it would be central.
we're getting like a dark drop in there, and
No, you're going to the U.S. air base.
In
Yeah.
No.
See this lake on
Yeah.
the Euphrates. You're at that edge of it. That is Altabka.
but,
there's a lake.
but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you will. I thought the U.S. bases were kind of
This is 2016.
under the radar during that.
No,
They are?
no.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
What bases weren't based in Turkey were pretty much...
I thought that Syria stuff was kind of,
No,
deniable.
because as soon as Dear Leader pulled all of our forces out of Syria, they were literally just taken by the Russians. They
Okay.
were known quantities.
Yeah.
All right.
Although Dear Leader does not actually exist in the World of Darkness.
No, it's a different Dear Leader because in 2016, in 2016, it is the tail end of the emergency administration of President Fitzhugh and Talon Adler before they were legitimately elected.
Yeah, it would. So this is right. It's like Dear Leader, but smart.
Well, no, Roy Fitzhugh is not a smart man.
No.
But
I
the
know.
second is. Again,
Well,
this
I think Kevin's saying in comparison to what we had.
Wait, so it's like Dear Leader with Cheney as a VP?
could be.
I
I don't know where you want to put Talon Adler on this, since Talon Adler being one of my characters. That was a mess of a game. We'll just put that there. That was a mess of a game. Anyway, your initial deployment will be to Al-Tabqa Air Base. From there, you will operate as necessary. Your operational profile is under the directive of Captain Prime, but broadly you have your own recognizance. Your teams will choose their operating theaters irrespective of national borders. Which I'm sure disturbs most of you.
Oh, we're in a kind of a if then thing of if this happens, disavowed.
Yes.
Oh, I figure we were pretty disavowed showing up here.
You still will have a job.
Not if he's dead.
No,
True.
You only get disavowed if you're dead.
Ah,
Because we won't be caught.
that's
No,
right.
well, I assume if we were caught and we didn't kill ourselves, we could still be, have to be disavowed.
I don't think we'd survive any situation in which
Oh, I imagine whoever we're dealing with would love to keep us alive just for long enough for that mess.
GFL. All right.
I didn't say it was going to be pleasant.
I'm not
saying...
saying. I'm saying if we're caught, we're probably not going to be considered human anymore.
Oh, probably not.
Anyway,
If there are any further questions, ask them now. Otherwise, we're ready to roll.
Oh, I am ready.
how are we going to interact with base personnel outside of our particular
As far
separation?
as anyone is concerned, you're just another team.
But I mean, like, with base command.
Base command has no oversight.
And they know this?
Yeah.
To leave us alone?
Okay. As a sideline, do you think this is the weirdest thing that happens in World of Darkness?
No.
Okay.
Not anymore.
But I'm just saying, like...
No, if you take into account any three supernatural elements in World of Darkness, if the higher ups say, don't ask questions of these assholes, there is a ironclad understanding of those. There are no questions to be asked.
Okay.
That said,
I assume this is actually the same as in the real world, that we're not privy to, that there's just things that happen that people, like the dudes that I always read about, the Spec Ops dudes who with the beards and completely unorthodox dress.
That's
you don't
you guys.
ask about that.
No, that's
I'm
you
just saying.
guys.
I'm just saying. In the real world,
No.
we're those guys
No,
that
you're-
they don't ask about.
you're kind of operating in a zone between those guys and PMC.
Awesome.
You're somewhere between, actual real world Raider Recon teams and Blackwater.
Are we going to have a segregated compound within the base?
You're probably not going to be on the base that much.
Ooh. Don't need a base when we're all out in the field.
No, that's literally what it comes down to. Is you probably are not going to be, you're not going to be sitting there with your Game Boy, in an air-cooled tent. You're probably going to be out, knocking doors and dealing with stupid. So no. Base politics aside, you're probably not going to be dealing with that.
Can I tell a general to suck it?
I don't think it would
This
be a good
general?
idea.
No.
There aren't going to be any generals where you guys are.
Okay.
No, as far as it goes, Rob's right. These bases are pretty unorthodox because they're kind of in between UN peacekeeping and trying to aid our military allies in Syria, because the US-backed rebels in Syria are pretty squirrely. The situation in Syria in the real world was really weird because the US really wanted the president to fall, but we were also trying to scramble to keep ISIS in check, and all sorts of other stupid things were going on at the time.
Yeah, I remember.
Including the Russians tweaking about, including the Turks tweaking about, including the Kurds tweaking about.
Okay.
You guys are at the center of a circular firing squad internationally.
Woohoo.
Alright. So, were there any other questions or concerns that you wanted to bring up while the top people were there?
I have a lot of concerns. None of them are going to be addressed.
Fair enough.
I'm good.
I mean, at this point, can I get my power armor now? Because I feel like I'm going to need it.
Dude, if you wanted to run a Strike Force X game, Demon Hunter X, you could have, just put that on the list of, games to vote on. But no.
Yeah, like the horrible ideas I put in.
Alright.
I didn't know you could throw ideas in there. And I wasn't gonna.
You mean because Rob put 2 on there that you didn't pay any attention to?
No, I know.
Well, one was involving him as a GM, too.
Oh, I missed that one.
No, the Pathfinder game that you've only read 3 pages of. That's
yeah.
literally the entry.
Yeah.
You might not notice that either.
I mean, personally, I'm surprised you've cracked Dune, considering you haven't been able to get through a Pathfinder module.
He's gotten more pages in Dune than on that Pathfinder.
I know.
I know, shocking.
Alright. With that, this is adjourned. The general leaves out the door that he came in.
What did he say?
And Agent Rook gestures. Your plane is waiting. But, just for the sake of this, let's gather everybody in front of the plane and get a picture.
Oh, that's good.
You shut the F up.
What? Did something just fall into place?
No,
Kevin?
I knew it was this. I knew it was. I was expecting this from the get-go.
Why do you think I didn't let Rob make kinfolk from Sax Hour?
Yeah, I know, because we already have kinfolk from Sax Hour. Where's Justin? Where's Justin?
Justin?
I thought that was his name.
No.
Well, we can't know it because we're
Ryan.
not introduced with
Wasn't it?
code names.
Wasn't
Oh,
it
you
Ryan?
caught that, did you?
Yeah, I know.
You figured that
Well,
one
now
out?
that Kevin mentioned it, it's like, oh, that's why we have code
Travis.
names.
I'm sorry, Travis.
Yes.
Where's Travis?
Who?
Who's Travis?
You guys...
We're all unknown as code names.
Was there anybody else in that picture of note?
Yes, I know.
Who? Come on. I'll offer this to the floor if you guys can
It was
pull.
the guy we ended up killing.
The giant Middle Eastern dude?
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Giant?
Yeah, he had the merit for huge.
Yeah, I don't remember that. The character lived for one game.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I wasn't going to assume that he was a giant, and I'm going to not worry about it since it's meaningless.
No, you mean G7?
G7, whose name is
Pawn.
no, his actual actual name.
Oh, do you want me to actually dig?
Yeah, dig it out. I can't remember his name.
Hassim.
No,
Sorry, I have to.
It wasn't Hassim?
no, it wasn't.
No. Started with an A. I think.
Not Adric.
No.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I have to go through a lot of notes to get to.
A lot of notes. It was the first session.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
It was the first session,
here.
and he made me kill another player's character.
No.
Didn't make you.
Told you to.
Told you to. Azif.
Yeah, that's
Azif,
right.
sorry.
Right.
Azif. Was there anybody else there in that picture?
It
If
was
you want
the
me
guy
to look
who's
far
now-
enough, I probably could find it.
Isn't it the guy who we now have the house of? Was there?
Jim Singer?
Singer?
He
Jim
had the
Singer?
book
Or
No.
and the lamps.
no, that wasn't him.
No. Okay.
You guys don't remember what
That was
movie-
Ron Klebs, but I'm trying to remember who else.
Ooh, oh
'Cause
god.
I know Jim Singer was a vet.
Singer.
It's
Singer.
not Zukov, I assume not.
No.
That
It's-
would be messed
No,
up.
there was one other.
There was Travis, there was Azif, and there was
Travis and Jim Singer were in the Middle East.
Yeah, no, not in that picture though.
who else was in the picture?
I'm actually looking for the picture mentioned, but, you know.
This was a clue they found in the werewolf game.
Yeah.
In Wild Corn.
Yeah, in the
This,
here.
I think this might have been a session Rob wasn't here.
I don't think so,
Oh god, I hope not.
because nobody else keeps notes. like you do.
Taylor's horse porn will be there when he gets
Hey.
back.
Oh my god.
We
Again,
got
I
the
still-
real good
Leave
information, I know.
things out.
Yeah, I know that's going to be edited out anyways.
No, I don't.
No, I actually
don't.
have to edit that specific word out.
Horse porn?
No, you don't. That's not against terms. Anyway, did you?
Hold on. Seaman Travis, military plane, no regular uniform, a seam dress, casual, no weapons. Some other guys might be Middle Eastern, dressed like a seam. Eastern European, Turk, Middle Eastern. None of these guys have weapons, operators, and consultants.
So
I won't discuss what it says about Red Cup there.
Okay, so you guys
No.
didn't actually.
No, it was one of the Sept members.
Yes, it was.
So it was either. It wasn't.
Here's
Nori.
another SEP member.
It was.
Oh, that's annoying.
It was another sub member.
It was. It was one of the Get.
Nope.
No.
No. Specifically not.
Shoot.
Oh, wait a minute.
It wasn't Zukov, right? I mean, he makes the most sense, but
Zukov's just an arms dealer.
well, he could have been there.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Was it Perry Sandoval?
Nope.
Okay.
Perry's an international terrorist. He would not be on a military base.
Who knows at this point? I mean, theoretically,
So it's
he
not
could be involved.
Was it a Bonar?
Oh,
jeez.
you're casting your net in the wrong direction.
Was it the Glasswalker guy? I cannot remember his name.
Oh,
I
jeez.
swear.
Let
it's
me pull up those.
like in blinding neon lights of,
Jeez, I have so many notes to go through. No.
It's in blinding neon.
I love the
it's
fact
been a while since
that
we've
we take a
ran
picture in front of the plane and Kevin's just like, oh no you didn't. Oh no you didn't.
I'm a fan of how you link that.
No. I was expecting it. I was waiting for it.
You mean because a Syria game means a Syria game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I realized the languages we were casting out, I'm like, yep, that's Syria, and that's the specific period.
This is the problem is, it's big neon letters. What member of the Sept would be here?
It wouldn't be Bodacia.
LeBret Stevens?
I will ask this question, and it may be the answer. Is this one dead?
Who's dead?
The leader of the Sept?
Wouldn't be
it's not
Mike Crazy Thunder, Hollow of
you're
Storms.
right.
Oh.
Okay, I'm thinking...
Shoot.
I swear, I give you you pick up the slightly more subtle bit, and you lose track of the big obvious.
No, who would be here? It'd be, like local, werewolf tribe. Would be the Silent Striders, and that's Asim or Asif. Asim. It is Asim.
I thought it was a Seif.
Nope.
You'd listed it as a Seif somewhere else.
No, I have Asim.
It's not Angela Krauss, right?
Why are you just fixated on Get?
She Get? It's not listed as Get. For my notes, it just not listed Get.
Well, the name like Kraus.
Yeah, that is true.
Trying to go through the ones that I would think would be there.
No, I don't. Well, oh crap!
Oh, you found it, did you?
That's right.
You found it, did you?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Cachetar Vaughn.
Oh!
Vaughn?
Yeah, the Silent Strider Philodox that came into the Sept later.
Yeah.
I was assuming
Shoot.
the original Sept.
No. Yeah.
Those were the ones I was
And
going
who
through.
do you think Cachetar Vaughn is?
The Armenian.
Mr. Rook. So yeah, I think that's as good a point to put pause on this. This is the we've now established, thanks to Kevin's revelations, that this is the Syria game that brings in necessary backstory to some of the things that have been happening in Omaha, somewhere in Middle America.
Sweet, we get to get back to that at some point.
That was one you guys voted for.
Yeah.
The problem honestly was that I needed to lay a lot of groundwork for some of the things that are coming down the pipe. This all refers back to a photo that they discovered in a house in Nebraska.
I have almost no information on that guy.
Of who? Cachetar Vaughn?
Yeah, I just got Hard Rain,
Yes.
Philodox Silent Strider.
Yeah, there's a lot more to Cachetar Vaughn.
Yeah.
that
Well,
should be
He's also, if I'm remembering correctly, we also couldn't get a hold of him after finding the photograph. Or anybody around him.
Well, no, because that was also when the Sept disintegrated.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's put a pin in that and start up next time.
Screw you!